that was taken to cabinet, and we got the necessary funding to do this.
The National Upkeep of Public Spaces program was officially launched nationwide on December 15th, 2025. In some sport now, round 4 of the Secondary Schools Cricket League Premiership 1 Division is set to take place today, with fixtures scheduled at venues across Trinidad and Tobago. First place Presentation College San Fernando will be aiming for their 4th straight victory when they travel to Port of Spain to face Queen's Royal College. Fresh off a 5-wicket win over St. Mary's College last week, Vishnu Boys Hindu College will meet Shiva Boys Hindu College in Penal as they look to secure back-to-back victories. In the round's other matchups, 3rd place Presentation College Chagonas take on 4th place Hillview College, while 2nd place Naparima College will clash with St. Mary's College. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Virmala Balkaran. Good morning, my good friend Virmala.
Good morning, Carrie. How are you today?
I am good. I'm a little tired because I went to the gym a little too late yesterday, but I'll live.
All right. Well, you should have spent some time with Pan yesterday instead, you know?
Should I?
Yes. Actually, one of my favorites. Pan Elders Steel Orchestra is the new 2026 Panorama Medium Conventional Band Champion. And do you know the song Burning Flames, Magician, I Command You?
I don't know it so well, you know. It's one of those like old school songs, but I'm sure
you're
they did a
very
great
young,
job.
Carrie. You're very young. Well, Carrie, coming up inside the show today, we might see a little bit of you. Yesterday, we took in some clips, and I must say, people are loving it.
That's good. That's good. You know, I work hard at those features, and sometimes there are things that happen that don't make it on camera, but it's a good time nonetheless.
All right, Carrie, I'll catch you inside the show today.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Virmala.
You're welcome.
When we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going after this break.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The National Carnival Commission presents Carnival Sunday Night. This is us. One rhythm ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments, live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan, Power, all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimash Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
February 2026. The time now, it is 6:09 a.m. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Virmala Balkaran, and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Well, let's take a look at what's trending this morning. So we begin with developments on the Sea Bridge. And while the bigger regional picture, Minister of Works and Infrastructure, Jerlene John, says Trinidad and Tobago's main priority right now is fixing the inter-island ferry system between Trinidad and Tobago and not launching a regional inter-ferry network across CARICOM. So speaking at a media conference yesterday, the minister made it clear the first order of business is getting the Sea Bridge as right as we could get it. While she also acknowledged ongoing discussions about a wider Caribbean ferry system. She said it is not currently before Cabinet or the Port Authority Board. And she went on to emphasize that participation in a regional ferry initiative has not been scrapped, It's just not the immediate focus at this time. Now, this comes as a private company, Connect Caribe, had previously announced plans for a multi-vessel regional service linking islands like Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, and others, including Trinidad and Tobago. But the government says that stabilizing transportation between our two islands, that needs to come first. While staying with heavy developments this morning, Well Services Petroleum Company has officially ended the search for the rig worker, Pete Phillip, whose remains were never recovered following the collapse of Rig 110 or Rig 110 in December 2024. So in a release issued yesterday, the company actually said that after extensive salvage and recovery operations involving both local and foreign experts, and after they have exhausted all possible search avenues, the decision has been made to abandon further recovery efforts. So I know you remember this. Philip was among 75 workers on board when the rig collapsed offshore, and he was a father of 5. At the time of his death, his wife was actually pregnant. Well, 2 months later, she gave birth to a baby boy. The company says it remains committed to supporting the family, of course, during this incredibly difficult time. Well, moving on, and finally this morning, a major tech trial is underway in California that could have global implications, including for parents right here in the Caribbean. Instagram and YouTube, owned by Meta and Google, are being accused in court of deliberately designing platforms to be addicted for our children. In opening arguments, lawyers for the plaintiff claim that these companies built what they described as addiction machines, which were engineered to keep young users scrolling and increase time spent on these platforms. Internal emails were actually referenced in court, including one in which Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg reportedly pushed for increased user management. Now, the case centers on whether the design of these platforms contributed to serious mental health harm for a young user. Meta and YouTube are expected to argue that outside factors, not their platforms, that caused the alleged addiction, and that they are not legally responsible at all for any third-party content. The outcome of this trial, it could set a major benchmark for thousands of similar cases across the United States and will potentially reshape how social media platforms operate globally. Well, we're going to be back with more after this short break on Trinidad and Tobago Today, 13 minutes after 6 o'clock. The show begins here.
name is Kevin Bihari, known as Vex Money, better known as System 32, and I'm a producer, song engineer, and mastering engineer from Trinidad and Tobago. You may have known me with some productions with Mikael Tedra, such as DNA, Hall of Fame, and a few others. Some other artists that I've produced for include Major Lazer, Marshall Montano, and Patrice Roberts. I see myself as a bold, innovative risk taker that's not afraid to go against the norm. The vision was always to perpetuate the culture and keep us, the Caribbean essence, in all our productions. And I feel as though we've achieved that with the diaspora. Now the next step is to have the international market consume our music a little more and make it a little more palatable and easy on the ears for everybody else.
Health and wellness, the core of our existence on planet Earth. Let us hear the voices of our very own citizens, our local and regional medical community, scientists and climatologists. Caribbean Medical TV is geared to developing a consciousness in our people in terms of our health and lifestyle. Knowledge is a very powerful tool, and we must empower ourselves with the information to protect against chronic and other related diseases. From the impact of climate change on our health to NCDs, Season 3 of Caribbean Medical TV tackles the challenges we all face, giving our citizens hope for a better tomorrow. Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV.
Now listen, this is your boy Carlos Edwards, and as a former player, let me tell you, it's the fans, man. The fans that made the game, that's the 12th man right there. And when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago, there's only one 12th man you need to know. My guy, Andre Errol Baptiste on TTT. He's bringing the heat every Tuesday.
Well, back pay has become a major national talking point, touching workers, government finances, and the wider economy. While many see back pay as long overdue relief for public servants, economists are cautioning that how and when these payments are made can have ripple effects across inflation, growth, and long-term development. So to help ground the conversation in facts rather than emotion, the University of the West Indies hosted a national conversation forum examining the macroeconomic impact of back pay promises. Well, joining us this morning is the esteemed Professor Roger Hussain, Professor of Economics at UWI, who was also a speaker at the forum to unpack how governments can responsibly manage back pay obligations while safeguarding economic stability, protecting jobs, and maintaining investor confidence. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning, and thank you for the invitation.
All right, so Professor, before we get into the challenges, can you explain why it's important that governments engage economists and institutions like UWI when making decisions about back pay?
Well, it's because of the state of the economy. So because we are operating with persistent fiscal deficits, the government would want to be careful that its decisions does not lead to a further worsening of the fiscal situation. Now, in the seminar yesterday, the government seems very clear. Minister Kennedy Swartzing, who is the acting Minister of Labour, spoke, and he spoke clear, and the government has a clear block of reasons as to why they are going down the route of offering back pay to the public servants and as may be. Our concern, of course, as economists, the politicians would have their views and their reasons, and his reasons and the government reasons were reasonable. Our job as economists is just to point out where there are gaps if any, and how they can close these gaps and what they need to be careful of when they are assessing the situation. So I sent 2 graphs for you all. Is it possible you could pull up the graphs?
I'm
in a way
pretty sure
that I could see them all?
We'll work with technical to see if we can get that going in a short bit. Yeah. But we can continue in the interim, Professor.
Okay, no problem. So one of the graphs would show CPEP, for example. The government had to take a tough decision with CPEP. And you know, there was a lot of uproar, but I think technically it was not a bad decision. You see that CPEP is associated with a fall in real output per worker and a rise in the level of employment, which is not good. You don't want areas in which real output per worker is falling, experiencing a rise in employment. That will lead to what we call asymptotic stagnancy, and that is not good. That's one. 2, the second thing is but for more than a decade now, we have been experiencing persistent fiscal deficit. I think in 2022, we came close to a surplus. And what you don't want is to make that deficit grow even more. Now, if the wage bill is currently about 8.5 billion, and we settle with PSA, and then TUTA get their settlement, and then the other unions come, and it reaches about 11.5 billion, that's a lot of money for wages. And what happens when wages increase is there tend to be less money left to be spent on capital. That is not a good thing, especially because in order to grow the economy, you need a widening of capital space. And so the government has to be careful to manage wage increases against capital injections, because it is capital injections by the state that helps to crowd in private sector investment. And if a lot of private sector investment is running to foreign countries because of the situation in Trinidad and Tobago as relates to crime and whatnot, then you need to find that balance somewhere. So they have gone ahead and given some of the payments in Christmas, and the bulk of the payment is to come for the PSA. We wish them well. I see that the IMF left yesterday, I believe. I saw a circular from the Ministry of Finance, and the growth rate for 2027 is 2.9%, and for 2028, it's 3.8%. And those are really good numbers. We don't often see those kind of numbers in Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, you have to go back many, many years. And so it's a good outlook in terms of 2027 and 2028 based on energy. It's based mainly on the energy sector. What we hope is that this breathing space of economic opportunity that we may have, that we build on it some more and do some more work in the non-energy sector, so that that which could become the main driver of economic growth. You take whatever you get from the energy sector and you build a much stronger economy. The 42% reduction in murders is a really, really big start. I hope that the government can lower it another 15-20% on that 42% this year, and give us breathing space, give us a chance to let the economy thrive, let opportunities take place, let people see a glowing and growing Trinidad and Tobago. We are nowhere near there yet, but you are seeing some little things that is pushing us in that direction. As I said, the 42% reduction in murders is a good start. The changes in NIB is a good start. The CCC that were issued in terms of getting Exxon fast-tracked and whatnot is a good start. The expected good performance for 2027 and 2028 is a good start. Manati for the middle of next year is a great start. Dragon possibly back on the burner is a good start. So there are a number of things that are coming to the fore. And what you need is more bunching of these good things. I mean, in the past, we just had a set of terrible things, bunching, murders reaching over 600 and all kind of craziness. Let's scope more of these good things bunch together and come together and give the economy a better start for the young people. You have a block of young people that were just leaving and running away from Trinidad. I hope as they see the economy turn around, more people would stay and more people would want to work here and make this their home and their preferred place of investment and choice. And a rising tide would lift all boats. So it's a lot of work ahead still. It's very early days. We have to be hopeful and we have to keep the government sober with honest comments and honest news reporting like I see you all are doing and hope that it all goes straight.
Yeah, Professor, I want to talk policy for a bit. What are some responsible policy tools that government can use to phase or structure, back pay payments in a way that would avoid inflationary pressure for the country and the economy?
I agree with that. I think they should take 5 years to pay the back pay. Give some money as they did. I believe they gave some in Christmas. Give some more this year, spread it across the 5 years, give some in bonds or in helping to repay loans with government institutions. We cannot inject all because of the inflationary implications, the implication for the real effective exchange rate, and of course the strain on the fiscal balance. So the government is trying to honor some of their commitments. They are trying to make sure that workers do not live in 2026 and 2027 on 2013 salary is reasonable. But do it in a manner and form that does not squeeze the economy further and does not compromise the fiscal situation. So I think we have to watch and see how it goes. 10% for me is a little high. I would have probably gone at 4 or 5 or 6%. They have already committed. They have to ensure that no other union crosses this 4% or 5% level. It's just going to be an impossible situation. So they have to become tough. And people, the citizens, have to also understand and look at the data. Don't negotiate, off the top of their head and with women fancies. Look at the fiscal situation. Look at the foreign exchange situation and understand that now is not the time to be fighting or be lobbying unreasonably. That now is a time in which all boats or everybody needs to be rowing in the same direction.
Yeah. Professor, now critics are arguing that back pay automatically hurts the economy. But based on the data, is it more accurate to say that the issue is not the back pay itself, but how it is managed in this situation?
Your first sentence was critics are arguing that back pay automatically
hurts the economy.
Hurts.
Yes.
Everybody has a right. That's the beauty of democracy. Everybody has a right to comment. I can't see that. I can't see that it would automatically hurt the economy in specific scenarios. So, for example, if you are playing football and you concede 2 goals, it would hurt your chances of winning if the score starts off at 0-0. But if the score is you have 10 goals and the opposition have 0 goal, and you concede 2 goals, the game can close off at 10-2, so it doesn't automatically mean you would lose. The game still has an 8-goal difference. So I like to look at the data, miss. I like to be practical. The economy in 2026 has been battered since 2015. The situation with the fiscal deficit is there, but you have an obligation to the workers. So I think some kind of balance is being created between paying the workers and managing the fiscal situation. It's not a pretty situation, but it does not automatically hurt the economy because, 1, workers have rights. 2, a better remunerated worker can work harder. What the government would need to put in place is in parallel means and measures to increase productivity. So if I am giving you more money, because I sometimes take on workers now and again, and if I'm giving you more money, which you are entitled to ask for, I must see commensurate output per worker, output that you are giving me, so that my per unit cost of production doesn't rise. So for example, if you are a mason and you are working for me and you want 250 a day and you put up 10 blocks, no problem. If you come and you say to me you want 300 a day, I am going to give you your 300 after we negotiate, but I want about 13 blocks go up a day. So no problem, you want your money. The government now has to ensure that they get value for money. Do you think the private sector would give you an increase in salary and not have associated productivity conditions? No. You are a TTT. If you all were to lobby for an increase in salary, I would expect people would say, okay, well, at least you all have to come to work on time, leave on time, increase the amount of reporters going out on the field and getting breaking news story. There will be criteria. So I am just hoping that the government is putting out criteria there, and because a 10% jump in salary is a lot, so we expect to see a 10% improvement in the public service. And the people who is funding this 10% increase, which is with me and you, we are paying it, we also have to insist that the public sector give us better service. And the government, as the agent, through with all of this work, has to ensure that our taxpayer money, because they are spending our money, works for us. And otherwise, we would have to raise our voices, just as we are raising our voices about the 10% salary increase. We would have to raise our voices if we are not satisfied with the productivity improvement being shown our way.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor. I know there must be a balance, and of course, all parties involved must adjust to all of this. And I really wanted to ask you what you think the public should take away from this discussion, but I think you just answered that as well. All right, thank you so much, Professor Roger Hussein, for joining us on Trinidad and Tobago today. We hope to talk with you again very soon. We know this is an ongoing discussion, so there's a lot more to say.
Thank you, Miss, and thank you for the invitation. Have a good day.
Have a beautiful day. All right, the time now is 6:31 a.m. on Trinidad and Tobago today on TTT. Wherever you are streaming us live, good morning to you. If you're stuck in traffic, well, we wish you a great day. Whatever you have planned today, please be safe. So much more when we come back.
Next, 99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on you, so I can win with you, and I can jam with you. Give me another chance so I can...
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan Power all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimash Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
You are dearer to me than all the stars. So many wish but never reach. When I'm falling and all the world seems dark, you help me find my peace. Oh, shun me, Baba. Shani Oshun mi ba Oshun mi ba Shani Arubita yeah 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 yeah
For all the stories that you see here on TNT Today, follow us for that and, of course, more at TTT Live Online. If you have a story idea, a press release, or you want to collaborate with us, we'd love to hear from you. Contact us today at ttt@ttt.co.tt and be part of the conversation that's shaping our nation. Trinidad and Tobago Today, news you can trust and stories that matter. Well, we've been telling you all about it, and we are just about a day away. Pavement Lime is coming to the Savannah. Next 99.1 FM, Digicel and Forest Park proudly present the next level of flavor. 100% soca, 100% pavement vibes, 100% free. So we're heading to the Flavor Village this coming Thursday. That's Thursday, 12th February, 5 p.m. all the way till the vibes are done. Get ready for big energy, fresh sounds, and pure soca vibes. As tomorrow's soca stars, they take the stage. So come out, feel the rhythm, be part of the journey as new voices rise. And of course, the Savannah comes alive. Pull up, turn up, feel the flavor. Follow, like, and love us at Next 99.1 FM. Well, staying with all things carnival this morning, the Socadrome has recently been relocated within the Jean Pierre complex. So this move marks an important new chapter for the initiative and enhances its accessibility and, the impact. This morning we chat with Valmiki Maharaj, band leader and creative director, about this and the road to Carnival 2026. Good morning, Val. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, I love your sunglasses. Very, very cool.
Both function and fashion at the same time.
I agree. Well, Val, to start things off, for anyone who may be hearing about it for the first time, what is the Socadrome and what really inspired the creation of the Socadrome?
So many of us who know Carnival, whether you have been to town or have been looking at it on TV since childhood, we know that Carnival is made up of competition points, spaces, stages, and stands throughout the routes of Port of Spain. Socadrome came as a punctuation and breathing point within that room for bands to be able to have more room to be able to go to parade, and of course to display on the stages. Socadrome exists right now in the space that is close to the stadium and the complex as we know it, and has shifted, as you said, slightly from inside the complex into just outside between the stadium and the complex. As a masquerader myself, as a band leader, what I love most about Socadrome is just similar to our other stages, is that it's a space that has its own characteristic that stands alongside the amazing Queen's Park Savannah, what we have known as Adam Smith Square, what we have known as Victoria Square, and what we know right now as South Quay and Piccadilly Street.
Yeah. So Val, what really prompted this move? Tell us more about that. And this location is really special, really, really important, I know, to everyone for Carnival. So tell us about that move and, the process before that move and how we got to this point.
So the idea behind it is South Quay, Piccadilly Street, and the Queen's Park Savannah exist as competition spaces right now. Many bands, when they arrive at those spaces, they may have presentations and they present themselves, their band's themes, and most importantly, their masqueraders to the wider public and the online viewing public. Socadrome stands alongside them in the same regard, but what's interesting about it is Socadrome is a party stage. It isn't a competition zone. It's a space where masqueraders go to and they can just have a great time. People sitting in the stands, people enjoying from on, TV broadcasting, etc., have an opportunity to see the masquerader and the masquerade happen in a way that is just pure vibes above everything else.
Yeah. You know, initiatives like this, Val, like the Socadrome, really preserves the authenticity of mass, and it still allows, you know, us to evolve creatively. What do you think about that?
I'm really happy to hear you say that because, you know, Socadrome, as I mentioned, stands alongside and next to the other stages and spaces of heritage like the Queen's Park Savannah. The reason it stands alongside it is it gives masqueraders the opportunity to be able to better enjoy the experience of both spaces. On the lead up to the Savannah, I always say Charlotte Street onto the drag, onto the Savannah is something that is so special that I love masqueraders to be able to enjoy it properly without being burdened with too much of a weight, with, you know, too much logistics alongside them. What the Socadrome and the extra mileage on the route allows for us is the space for masqueraders to be able to freely perform and to be able to move. It really is route and traffic management.
I see, Val. Now, how do you see the Socadrome contributing to the wider carnival ecosystem? I know this may be a big question, but I think you are the best person to answer that. How does it contribute to the, you know, the entire carnival machine in Trinidad and Tobago?
I think what it does is it offers us another space and another opportunity to be able to develop the carnival into the language of today and to tomorrow. Right now, we refer to the space around the Socadrome as the Socadrome Village. We're developing it into a space where artisans, where different cultural entities can have an opportunity to be able to display their crafts, their businesses, their different spaces for a further sustainable standpoint. The team that have been working on the Socadrome for what is now over 10 years have been working so hard in developing it towards a product that, as you say, could take us between now and what the future of Carnival will be. You know, Carnival as a heritage product, Carnival as something that represents us, is so important to not only us as Trinidadians, but us as a wider diaspora. And the way that we are able to experience it, continuing evolving is really important as well.
Val, can you tell us what we can look forward to, or what we can expect from the Socadrome as we head to Carnival 2026?
So Socadrome is a special stage in that it's scripted as a full show. So when you look at the Socadrome run-up show, you have bands that are structured in throughout the entire day. But between that, you also have mini bands, you have traditional characters, you have soca artists. Over the years, we have seen kings and queens of Carnival. We have seen Tantan and Saga Boy. We have the show itself and the stage being hosted by Cecilia Salazar, who is such an amazing personality and takes us seamlessly throughout the entire day. I mean, I'll be on the road with the band, you know, going from stage to stage, but I look at them sometimes like on my phone. I message them, of course, when I'm on our way there, and I wish I could sit in the stands and look at the show in person all day.
Yeah, Val, I know you always have a lot going on, you know, for Carnival and just all year round in general. You're a very busy human being. So where can we get more information about everything happening with the Socadrome, Val?
Look out for us on social media. Right now, the team is putting together a variety of different pieces of information and content to be able to put out about that run-up show, about the information concerning the Socadrome Village, and information concerning the shift itself from inside to just outside the complex.
Well, we look forward to that bit of a shift and relocation. Thank you so much, Val, for joining us this morning, and all the best for Carnival 2026 going forward.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Take care. Have a good day. Well, just about 6:43 after the break, we've got Shamla Mirage, I believe, with Redefining Normal. And of course, and always, we have a jam-packed day for you on Trinidad and Tobago today.
Boy, I ain't brass playing in my head whole morning, you know.
That is not brass, that is hunger.
Nah, that is brass bacchanal calling all you. Brass bacchanal? Wait, that is the ones where all them bands and them just show off with their music?
Show off is a showdown of sound.
This Carnival Monday night, get ready for Brass Bacchanal 2026. 9 of the baddest brass bands go head to head, competing for $100,000. Monday,
Saturday, February 16th, Queen's Park, Savannah. Showtime, 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets are only $150. Available at Java Nation stores nationwide, the NCC box office, and online at islandetickets.com. Bring your crew, bring your coolers, and feel the power of live brass like never before. Get ready. Brass Bacchanal Carnival Monday night. Presented by the National Carnival Commission.
Hey young ones, TTT's Terrific Toon Time is just for you. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's adventure-filled too. Join us as we follow the characters you know and love. See what our hero Zack gets up to in Super Z. Dive into the action with Bugs Butt Ignition. Put on your explorer's cap and join Dada and Dada on their next adventure. And of course, we can't forget our cosmic friends on Galaxy Kids. Tune in Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. and 4:10 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. Don't miss it. It's Terrific Toon Time only on TTT.
A new season equals new dreams, and many football fans are dreaming of their team actually winning this season. But the reality is that only one team can win. So many will just be dreaming and wishing and hoping that their team can deliver. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Notice I have not mentioned Arsenal. Don't be upset, I'm not mentioning Man U either. This is Atto Bolden inviting all of you to follow the 12th man as they celebrate a new season on TTT and enjoy the ride.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Redefining Normal with me, Shamla. On Saturday is Valentine's Day, and I know many persons say that this month is a month of love. And I have a couple here who both are visually impaired, Trisha Bruce Phillip, Mrs. Trisha Bruce Phillip, and Mr. Showen Phillip, who is here to talk about their story of what they met and their journey of becoming parents and being a married couple. So good morning, Showen. Good morning. Good morning. Showen, I would start with you. How did you and Trisha first meet, and what created that initial connection?
How did we meet? Long time ago. Really can't remember exactly all the details. I think we went to a sports day together or something. And I think that's where it started. We became good friends. And over the years, as we became good friends, well, we started to date. And from dating, we fell in love, we're married, we have kids.
So, Trisha, in terms of, that was really some summary of everything. So, Trisha, in terms of dating, what was dating like? And, and how did you build that trust with Showen?
Well, like he said, it started a long time ago. So we knew each other from before I was an adult. So we were just friends, like we met at school functions and that kind of thing. So I guess we just felt safe in coming from the same community of persons who are blind and visually impaired. And, over the years of knowing each other, that trust just came gradually over time.
So it was like a slow burn where you both, understood each other and, as you said, you build that trust and it wasn't anything fast paced and that you wanted this. You were friends before. So showing what misconceptions or taboos about love and marriage have you had to challenge, have you had to challenge?
Well, I didn't really have much challenges as a visually impaired person. We will have challenges in life, but to say because I grew up in the country, Sani Grande, so as a young guy, I learned to do everything. So when I met Trisha and we started to date and go around and thing, I could have basically do everything for myself. And what I couldn't do, I learned. So the challenges there wasn't that bad. When we started to have kids, even that after our first son, it for the first few months it was a bit challenging because Trisha young, I young, and we had to do it most of it by ourselves. But eventually we got through and we got there.
So Trisha, what does partnership and teamwork look like in your marriage?
Oh, well, we do everything, like he said. So when we started actually living together, I would have been pretty young, so I would have learned to cook and all of that from Sherwin and even his grandmother. So we do everything. People might think that I am the female, so I'm doing the cooking, but Sherwin does most of the cooking. Although I could cook, he loves cooking more than I love the kitchen. So people would have that stereotype of gender roles. But we just do everything. He helps with the children in the same way that I would as well. So if he has to wash clothes or bathe a baby, he's able to do that.
So in terms of, can I ask, how many years have you been married?
This year will be 16 years we've been married.
Congratulations.
But we have been living together for some time before that.
Congratulations. So showing what how many kids do you have and what has raising kids taught you about love and communication?
Well, I have 5 kids between us. 4 with Trisha and 1 before.
Mm-hmm.
And I like raising kids actually. Sometimes it's a bit stressful, but I really I love children, and at one point in time we say we wanted about 10, but but economy and this and that and finance, we will stop where we at this point in time. But I don't see it as a challenge. Each child that was born, I see it as a different learning experience for me, because each and every one of them have different personality. Everything just different about all of them. You understand? So it's a learning experience. Me as a parent, so.
Yeah. So, Trisha, raising kids and thing, bringing dating is one thing, but then when you have kids, it's a whole new dynamic, right? How did that dynamic shift in terms of your, in terms of, you mentioned roles, but in terms of communication, and then going to the children's school and being parents who are visually impaired, how do you navigate that in terms of parents-teacher relationship and so on, to know that, okay, and what about the children? How do they navigate that?
Well, that's interesting. So when our children started schools, we always made sure to introduce ourselves to their class teacher. And well, of course, the principal would have known from registration time that we are both visually impaired. But every that time they started a new class, we would go and let the teachers know that we are visually impaired. So even if a few weeks passed with them starting class first, by the time we get there, teachers would be saying, oh, okay, now I know. I'll be sure to keep an eye on this one and that one. So that is how it has been with all of them. What I can say is navigating the physical school environment. Sherwin does see more than I do. He has more vision than I do. So I use a cane for mobility, but he doesn't need a cane for his moving around. And I have rarely gone to meetings where he isn't there by my side. Very rare. But by the time I do have to, it's because I am fairly familiar with the environment where I have to go. And the children have just learned naturally in, being around us from the time they could walk. They just learn that they have to show me certain things. They have to assist in guiding. Before they could even talk, they realize they may have to bring something for me to feel it if they're trying to communicate, about a physical item. So all of that comes into play, but it sounds like a lot. It just falls in, place for most of the times.
And so, Sherwin, what do you love most about Trisha?
Sorry, could you
What do you love most about Trisha?
companion? We sit down and we talk a lot, share ideas and stuff. And we just like talking to her,
Yeah, simple, very simple. Trisha, what do you love most about Sherwin?
I would have to say the same thing. We really do talk a lot. I feel like for the most part, we feel like we are each other's, confidants or best friends. So while we, as a couple, of course, we would have, challenges here and there. We may have disagreements, but we feel so safe to know when we come home after a stressful day, we could just sit and talk to each other. We can bounce ideas off each other, get advice on how to handle situations, and that's what keeps us going every day in this challenging walk of life.
So I want to say thank you so much. And something that I think we all could take away is open communication, teamwork, and I guess capitalizing on each other's strength and not having gender roles, doing what we can to help each other. And I think that will create a successful relationship. And you guys are definitely exemplars and continue. And I wish you all the best throughout the journey with you and your children.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. So, guys, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's segment of Redefining Normal. As I always say, be good, do good. Bye, everyone.
Unleash your imagination with TTT's Terrific Toon Time. Join us as we stop evil geniuses from taking over the world on Super Z, or hop on board for a journey into outer space with Galaxy Kids. Be a part of our quest to save the forest alongside our robot pals from Bugspot Ignition. Or let's go exploring with Duda and Dada. Catch Terrific Toon Time Monday to Friday at 8:30 a.m. and 4:10 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. It's fun-filled adventure with Terrific Toon Time right here on TTT.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts, making the news at this time. More than a year after the offshore incident, Well Services Petroleum has confirmed that the remains of missing worker Pete Phillip have not been recovered, despite extensive search efforts involving both local and international teams. 14 months after the December 2024 incident, the company announced on Monday that recovery operations have now officially concluded. It began as an urgent rescue mission following the December 22, 2024 Rig 110 incident, and now in February 2026, Well Services said it's now reached a somber conclusion. For over a year, crews from Trinidad and Tobago and specialist teams from abroad carried out complex salvage operations on the damaged Well Services Rig 110 in search of the remains of employee Pete Phillip. On December 22, 2024, Rig 110, owned and operated by Well Services and located within the Heritage Offshore East Field, partially collapsed with 75 personnel on board the rig. Employee Pete Phillip was the only one not accounted for and was subsequently presumed dead. A month after the incident in January 2025, Phase 2 of the operation intensified, bringing divers, engineers, and technical experts into offshore conditions. But on Monday, the company confirmed that Mr. Phillips' remains have not been recovered, and with nowhere else to search and having exhausted all avenues, the company has made the decision to abandon any further attempt to locate Mr. Phillips' remains. The outcome, as described by Well Services, is deeply distressing for all parties concerned, adding that its thoughts remain firmly with Mr. Phillips' family during this incredibly difficult time. Well Services confirmed that it has conveyed this latest development to his family. The company has pledged continued support, counseling, resources, and ongoing communication, saying the engagement will remain rooted in compassion, transparency, and respect. In other news, aligned with the government's commitment to advancing the nation's transport and aviation sectors, Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Eli Zakur, along with Permanent Secretary Nicolette Duke, recently met with Ambassador of the French Republic to Trinidad and Tobago, Guillaume Père. Their discussion centered on leveraging the transport and aviation sectors as key drivers of economic growth, productivity, and national efficiency. Minister Zakur emphasized his commitment to continued engagement with the French ambassador to strengthen bilateral relations and explore strategic initiatives supporting Trinidad and Tobago's development agenda in these sectors. The Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation remains focused on fostering strategic international partnerships that encourage innovation, enhance operational efficiency, and promote sustainable growth across the country's transport and aviation industries. Staying with transport, the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago says ferry services between Trinidad and Tobago are coming back on track. They explain that vessels are taken out of service only for required maintenance and safety checks, and the Bucco Reef has just returned from its dry docking in January 2026. Recently, a mix of scheduled maintenance and unexpected technical issues temporarily reduced capacity, but the authority said this is normal in ferry operations. Other vessels are always redeployed to keep services running, even if there are fewer sailings. The Ports Authority said the Sea Bridge has 3 passenger vessels: Bucco Reef, APT James, and Galleon's Passage, plus a cargo barge, and extra sailings are being added wherever it's safe, just in time for Carnival. PATT is assuring that they continue working to keep travel between the islands safe, smooth, and reliable for everyone. In sport now, round 4 of the Secondary Schools Cricket League Premiership 1 Division is set to take place today, with fixtures scheduled at venues across Trinidad and Tobago. First place, Presentation College San Fernando will be aiming for their 4th straight victory when they travel to Port of Spain to face Queen's Royal College. Fresh off a 5-wicket win over St. Mary's College last week, Vishnu Boys Hindu College will meet Shiva Boys Hindu College in Pinal as they look to secure back-to-back victories. In the round's other matchups, 3rd place Presentation College Chaguanas take on 4th place Hillview College, while 2nd place Naparima College will clash with St. Mary's College. In some international news now, Mayor Zoran Mamdani said New York City has reported 18 deaths linked to an ongoing period of extreme cold. Since late January, the city has experienced a severe cold snap, including 13 consecutive days at or below 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit, one of the longest stretches of sub-zero temperatures in 6 decades. Mamdani said on Monday that over the weekend, another person lost their life on the streets, emphasizing that each life lost is a tragedy and they will continue to hold their families in mind. Temperatures are expected to rise slightly this week, but will remain below average. The mayor urged residents to stay safe, stay indoors, keep looking out for one another. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Well, yo, this is your boy Ricky J. You ever late for the fete, so you mash down on the X? Speeding come like normal until you realize how fast things can go wrong. So this carnival, we on a slower scene. Choose to slow down and obey the speed limit. Better choices, safer carnival. I, Ricky J, say so. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you again and again. I'm telling you again and again. This carnival, slow down. Don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name.
The National Carnival Commission presents
the Grandstand North Stand Carnival Sunday Night Unforgettable Experience is back. This is us. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you again and again. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be. I give you what you want and you give me what I want. Yeah, she like money.
February 4th at Napa was more than a concert. It was cultural homage. Patrons left with smiles, a few tears, and a renewed appreciation for the icons whose music continue to shape Trinidad and Tobago. Now, because of the overwhelming response, many couldn't get in, Gone But Not Forgotten 2 will return for 2 encore performances. And I'm joined this morning by college boy Jesse to tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Thanks for being here with us.
No problem.
Busy season, right? Tell me about how the
is.
season's been for you before we get into Gone But Not Forgotten 2.
Take the sleep while I can get it. Yeah. A busy season, very happy to be a part of culture for another year.
Yeah.
Of course, putting out my own individual music for the season and performing with my band and also without the band.
Yeah.
It's been another blessed season.
Yeah. What are your offerings for this season?
This year I put out something called Ben Over, featuring Saki, Vitamins, also the song in the background you hear in Yummy Yummy, and Morning Light, which is a power soca contribution.
I love that. So Gone But Not Forgotten 2. So this took place on February 4th, and I just asked you, but this is gone.
Yeah.
But why are we doing it again?
Everybody couldn't fit. I guess the 2 events were sold out. It was the 4th and the 5th. The 4th at Napa and the 5th at Sapa.
Yeah.
And now we're providing opportunity for those who couldn't make the last one, or even those who came the first time.
Everybody who came,
yeah,
just going to come back, and the same thing's going to happen.
Make sure
so
and
we
get
have to
your
do
tickets.
another one after
that. Yes. Make sure and get your tickets so you have your seat inside.
So tell us how that went on February 4th.
So the concept of the event is, paying homage to the icons or the legends of culture who have passed, those Calypsonians. So each one of us who are, here are representing their music.
Yeah.
So on that night, I represented Blacks, who was, former bandmate of the All Stars band and also a cousin of mine. So
really,
yeah,
that must have been really, emotional or really heartwarming as well to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a whole cast here as well.
Yes.
We have Oscar B, we have Tiny, we have Garth Sinclair, we have a lot of tributes, a lot of singers. What are you looking forward to most for this coming one? Anything will be different at all?
I'm not sure if we're all going to be singing the same songs that we did the last time. So it might be a difference of, people might get a little more of it. So, buy tickets and come and see.
All right, how do we get those tickets?
Tickets are available at the box offices of Napa and Sapa, and also the committee members. The contact number is 682-7887. 682-7887.
So we're looking forward to 2 shows. So we have Friday 20th February and Saturday 21st February. It's Napa and Sapa respectively.
Napa and Sapa, yes.
So tell me, why after Carnival?
There's an overflow, and I believe that culture shouldn't always be shared, during the season.
Not seasonal.
It's not seasonal at all. So this is an opportunity for those who appreciate culture, who want to come and celebrate a little longer, could come out and enjoy the event.
Well, about the tickets, I see that you have an early bird ticket special, and you still have some time to catch that. I think it's until Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can do that, and you get also $10 off online purchases as well, and you can purchase online, right?
Yes.
Island-y tickets.
Island-y tickets. Yeah.
Yes, and there's a lot of places that you can actually get your tickets. That's Mart's Liquor Place, Crosby's, St. James, Jumbo Foods, Baratara, Western Union, Tunapuna, all Kenny Sports Stores, all Extra Food Supermarket, Athletes by the Park, Vellini's Drug San Fernando, and also the Napa and Sapa box offices.
Yes.
Yeah, so in Gone But Not Forgotten 2, you said you performed 3 songs?
Yes, I did 3 of my favorite, from Blacks, Lego, Mashup, and Hulk. Yeah, those were the ones I did at the last one. So I guess we don't know. We might change it up, so people just have to.
And why did you choose those 3 songs?
Yeah, those were the ones that I enjoy performing the most. Is the ones that I do currently with the band, and I enjoy those 3 songs from Blacks.
Yeah. So what do you tell everyone who probably missed it and they don't want to miss this? You have 2 more opportunities. What are you going to say to those people?
Go and get your tickets now.
You have 2 chances in the north and in the south.
Yes.
So we can come to both?
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
So we can do the 20th and the 21st.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's Napa on the 20th, 6:30 p.m. and Saturday 21st February at Sapa, 6:30 p.m. We'll be looking forward to that. College Boy Jesse, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Gone But Not Forgotten 2. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. The time 7:13 a.m. After the break, we continue with culture on Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago today.
Next, 99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on ya, so I can win with ya, and I can jam with ya. Give me another chance so I can...
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moments that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines, the fets that had flags waving, and the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments, from panorama to the March Gras, from Soca Monarch to concerts, where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of Carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment, and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom, and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in, and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Well, you know, we always bring the culture and, of course, the celebrities on Trinidad and Tobago today. Joining me this morning, Calypsonian Brian London. Welcome.
Blessings to you and good morning to Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the wider world.
And as we were saying, you have a really busy day today. So thank you for taking the time to be here with us this morning. I can only imagine that preparations are underway for later tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so how's that experience been for you heading into the competition?
Just relax. I tend not to overstress about it. I just like to go out and just enjoy the moment and not put too much pressure on myself worrying about what topics would come and that kind of stuff. Just go out and enjoy the moment.
What topics would come? How do you deal with that?
By not taking it on. Everybody's preparation is different. Some people kind of want to I read a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of things that are going on in society and the wider world. I think that's the most important thing. So I just try to read a lot, stay up to date with things, and at the end of the day, just try to make sure that I'm in the know all the time.
Yeah.
But in terms of like practicing and that kind of stuff, nah.
No.
What type?
So, I mean, you're very private and you're very quiet, very reserved. So tell us about your journey over the past few years. Well, not past few years, but many years and doing this.
Long journey. Got into Calypso at the Faizabad Presbyterian School. My mother used to sing Calypso. I grew up in a very poor and humble household, and my mother insisted that I had to sing because I think the first prize in the competition in school was about $25. So she wrote for myself and my brothers and my brother and my sisters, and she said everybody had to sing because if we don't get the money from the competition, we don't eat. That's how bad it was. And
that was an ultimatum.
And from the time they handed me the mic on stage, I was in primary school, probably about standard 1. I started to cry one time. I didn't sing.
Oh, no.
So they went to me and tell her, well, he didn't sing, you know. So I went to my get a good cocktail for not singing because I didn't bring her any money. But I mean, so I didn't like singing after that. So I didn't sing for the rest of my primary school life. But when I passed for Faizabad Anglican Secondary School, I had 2 sisters who went there before, and they took part in the Calypso competitions there. So the principal insisted, well, your sister them leave here. You are here now, you have to sing. And I was like, sir, this singing thing is not for me.
No.
But probably they saw something in me I didn't see in myself, and they insisted. And
how old were you then?
I was about 12 and Form 1.
Right.
And I just started in the school competition. I won that in first year, then second year, then third year, and still didn't like it.
Okay.
But gradually grew into it and here I am today.
Yeah, so you mentioned your sisters, right?
Yeah.
And they did it before you.
Yeah.
And then you felt any pressure to fill those shoes or to step into those shoes?
Kind of, because one of my sisters, she won the competition in school for 4 years, so the pressure was to try to win for 5 years straight. you know, so which I did accomplish. But again, I was just doing it because you got points for your house and help your house to win best house for the year and that kind of stuff. So just to kind of help my house, it wasn't really because I wanted to. But I guess as time got on, I started to write.
Yeah.
Then I started to realize where the potential for me to be great and do great things for the culture.
I believe you're also related to Rivaldo, right?
Yes, uncle.
So, wow. Okay, and how do you feel about his success?
God is good. I think the blessings, I feel good to be a part of the journey and the process, to get them onto the path where they are today. And I just hope it's something that it's something that will stay with them. The impact that probably I would have had in terms of their journey, that will stay with them for life.
Yeah. So I know you said that you're just trying to stay relaxed and get ready for tonight.
Yeah.
What is your pre-show preparation like? Like right before the show?
I don't know. For me, it's just, as I say, it's just my whole disposition. When I get onto the stage, it's a total transformation. So just before I get on stage, probably a Muhammad Ali, little box, just get myself in that zone. But there's just naturally my disposition off stage. And when I get on stage, I just live in the moment. Because I always look forward to that next moment of greatness. What next can I do to be great?
Yeah.
And I just look forward to the next moment and embrace that moment.
Well, speaking of greatness, you also wrote for Janaya, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we expect to have Janaya. I believe she's stuck in traffic, but we might have her a little later on today. And that is a huge accomplishment for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, to
write for winners.
Yeah, I've written for so many junior monarchs in the past. Tazea O'Connor, Siobhan Rodney, Rivaldo, Ronaldo. I've been so fortunate to give a lot of people their first experience at the March Gras stage, and even people for the first time making it to Skinner Park. I've done so much in terms of writing and giving people just that opportunity to live their dream. And for me, I think that's the biggest part of it. It isn't about a dollar value behind it. It's about helping people to live their dreams and embrace their moment. Because I sometimes just tend to stay in the background. This is the first time people knew that I wrote for Janai.
Exactly.
I just like to stay in the background and let them have their moment, but just to be proud of that journey with them. Yeah.
This is about to be your moment as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have to soak all of that up.
Yeah,
so
indeed.
Beyond the competition this evening, what can we look forward to from you in the coming months, I would say?
Well, I'm also a football coach, and my school, the school that I work with, Pleasantville Secondary, we are the National Girls Intercol champions.
Yes.
We still have the National Big Five to play for against Signal Hill Secondary. I guess that will be played in the next week or so to come. So we're constantly in training, trying to prepare for that. So in between, the culture of football is also taking a front seat in terms of what I do, because I just need to keep the team active. After that, I would have done a calypso writing workshop for the government of Barbados last year. Most likely I head back to Barbados to do another workshop. Myself and David Rudder went across to do that workshop, so I may head back to Barbados. Did some events in Barbados, Grenada, and other islands, and just continue writing, because I write for people across the Caribbean as well.
Wow,
Yeah,
not just locally.
No, I've written for monarchs across the Caribbean as well. So
I love how you just nonchalantly just drop it in there. Well, I've also done this and I've also done that. You've done a lot, so congratulations on that
Appreciate it
journey.
much,
And
yeah, for sure.
you know, we hope to see you at the forefront a lot more. And of
Indeed.
course, good luck this evening.
Yeah,
we wish you
I'll
all
bring
the
it home.
best. We're gonna allow you to warm up your voice just a little bit this
For sure.
morning for us
Yes, sir.
on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Brian London, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Kaiso for the people. I try not to get myself involved in politics, so this is not about no politics. This is all about Trinidad and Tobago. I'm blessed with the gift of Kaiso, and you know Kaiso is for the people, so this is all about Trinidad and Tobago. Well, this is for all those who are truly Trini, not for those who call themselves Trinis conveniently. So if this song's like you, then this is for you. Stay there, don't go nowhere, 'cause what I come to say, you really need to hear. If yellow is the code, then hit the road. Look, I don't want to hear about it. And if red is the only color some of you could see, then hold on, wait a minute. 'Cause when it comes to crime, TNT, red, white, and black, that must be the code. Crime don't care about no political party to fix it. Red, white, and black must be the code. To stop all this set of senseless killing, red, white, and black must be the code. To stop mother TNT's heart from bleeding, red, white, and black must be the code. But while you still in celebration mode, crime statistics continues to explode. So let we stop all the talk about the yellow and let red, white, and black be the code, the only code, this country's code. Is this just a party slogan, or the new watchwords of this nation that's still roaming bout? Trinidad and Tobago, I know together we aspire, together we achieve, in we heart and we wear we heart on we sleeve. 'Cause it's always about Trinidad and Tobago. But where we get all this nonsense from, this nonsense about red and yellow, in that there's no benefit to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Now you'd have to like me, or what I'm saying, but what I'm going to say now is true. All politics and politicians do is divide me and you. So if yellow is your code, then hit the road, boy, I don't want to hear about it. And if red is the only color some of you could see, then hold on, wait a minute, to stop all this set of job losses. Red, white, and black must be the code to truly hear the cries of the masses. Red, white, and black must be the code. They make sure the people live happy. Red, white, and black must be the code. They take care of the people in this country. But while you still in party mode, the unemployment vehicle just run off the road. So let we stop all the talk about yellow and let red, white, and black be the code, the only code, the people's code. This is Kaiso for the people. One people and one nation, that must be the code of every citizen, so that it's always about Trinidad and Tobago. I say there must be no division based on political affiliation. It must always be about Trinidad and Tobago. There must be no dividing lines based on no party color. Side by side we stand must be every citizen's mantra. Trini to the bone, not by words alone. Let your actions do the talking, because when you win, everybody must win. So if your low is still your code, then hit the road, boy, I don't want to hear about it. And if red is the only color some of you could see, then hold on, wait a minute, to stop all the race talk in this country. If we truly want to see unity, to truly because we TNT, it must always be country before party. You ain't already come off of the campaign mode and onward to one nation, let's hit the road. And no more talk about red or yellow, and let red, white and black be the code, the only code, Trinbago's code. Trinidad and Tobago, thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your show.
A new season equals new dreams, and many football fans are dreaming of their team actually winning this season. But the reality is that only one team can win. So many will just be dreaming and wishing and hoping that their team can deliver. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Notice I have not mentioned Arsenal. Don't be upset, I'm not mentioning Man U either. This is Atto Bolden inviting all of you to follow the 12th man as they celebrate a new season on TTT and enjoy the ride.
Young ones, TTT's Terrific Toon Time is just for you. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's adventure-filled too. Join us as we follow the characters you know and love. See what our hero Zach gets up to in Super Z. Dive into the action with Bugs Butt Ignition. Put on your explorer's cap and join Dada and Dada on their next adventure. And of course, we can't forget our cosmic friends on Galaxy Kids. Tune in Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. and 4:10 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. Don't miss it. It's Terrific Toon Time only on TTT.
The Mother Church of the Anglican Diocese suffered significant damage during the earthquake of 2018. Efforts are underway to raise funds to restore this national heritage site. You are invited to make your donations with monthly deposits at any branch of the First Citizens Bank, account number 2696950, Marval Road Branch, in the name of the Incorporated Trustees of the Anglican Holy Trinity Cathedral Restoration.
The National Carnival Commission presents Carnival Sunday Night. This is us. One rhythm ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night. TTT News every night at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Is coming to the Savannah next. 99.1 FM Digicel and Forest Park proudly present the next level of flavor. 100% soca, 100% pavement vibes, 100% free. Flavor Village, Thursday, 12th February, 5 p.m. all the way till the vibes are done. Get ready for big energy, fresh sounds, and pure soca vibes as tomorrow's soca stars take the stage. So come up, feel the rhythm, and be part of the journey as new voices rise and the Savannah comes alive. All you have to do is pull up and turn up. Feel the flavor. Follow, like and love us at Next 99.1 FM. And of course, as you've seen all the stories here on TNT Today, you can check us out at TTT Live online for more. If you have a story idea, a press release, or you want to collaborate with us, we'd love to hear from you. Contact us today at ttt@ttt.co.tt and be part of the conversation that's shaping our nation. Trinidad and Tobago Today. News you can trust, and of course, stories that matter. All right, about now, we have for you the performance of the first place medium band winner on Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Because the more you think you see, the easier it'll be to fool you. Because what is seeing? You're looking, but what you're really doing is filtering, interpreting, searching for meaning. My job? To take that most precious of gifts you give me, your attention, and use it against you.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you, play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you, I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
I am a Caribbean woman at heart, 100%. I love Caribbean food. I love Caribbean culture. I love everything about it. And I'm also a cook. So for me, cooking Caribbean food as part of your diet and still maintaining a level of fitness in your life, that's what we're trying to get people to understand.
Reviewing Caribbean Medical.
The National Carnival Commission presents Carnival Sunday Night. This is us. One rhythm ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moment that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines, the fetes that had flags waving, and the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments, from panorama to the Marsh Gras, from Soca Monarch to concerts, where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment, and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom, and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in, and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Born out of calypso music and a style of music originating around the turn of the 20th century, Extempo is well and alive in Trinidad and Tobago. This morning, another finalist getting ready for tonight, gracing us with his presence, Mr. Blackstage. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago.
So it is crunch time. How you feeling?
I'm cool, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
well, you're defending the crown.
Yeah.
I mean, after, I think, 21 years last year, you really took it home.
Well, last year was Extempo was a funny thing. Last year, I see everything worked in my favor, from the topics that I got to the fact that my good friend Gypsy was host, you know, and a lot of things worked in my favor last year. So
right.
We hope some of them work in our favor again. I hope Gypsy voice get host again, so you stand a better chance. You know, he's a formidable opponent, so is Brian London,
yes,
who I believe was the best performer in the preliminaries. Then we have Myron B, Lingo, these are former monarchs.
Yeah.
And we have a few new faces. This guy, Pretty Hakim Chance, he's very good as well, and he's new on the scene, you know.
Yep.
So we have a nice competition tonight. I hope people come out and support and enjoy.
Yeah. So how does it feel, you know, being the 2025 winner and going into these finals tonight?
Well, you enjoy the few days that you're in that you have left, or if you repeat, you're glad to repeat it. You know, but it's not an easy competition to win because, as I said, you know, you have to sing 4 songs to win Extempo.
Right.
The first song when you pick your topic, the second song in war, and then the final war, which is 8 verses, and there's a lot of singing. You know, and you have to be always on the ball, you have to be awkward with situations, you have to think on your feet, and then you have to be able to respond. Because if a man hit you or blow and you don't respond, well, boy, you just feel a sinking feeling, you know. So you have to be able to call it repartee. You have to be able to respond to whatever he tells you. And of course, you have to please the judges, you have to please the people. Extempo is a listening communication. You must communicate your topic by your first verse. You must have wit. There are so many components that come into a good extempo performance that, you know, that is why a lot of artists shy away from it.
Yeah.
And who keep with it. You know, the more you do it, the better you get. You always say we learn a lot from Gypsy. We watch him and he beat me so many times. We watch him and we know what he does. So we just give him a little better fight now, you know. But there are other singers there. You can't underestimate nobody. Lingo is formidable. Yeah. Brian is formidable. Myron B is the most improved extempo singer. You know, and there are other people there who are a bit hungry and want to get their hands on that prize, which, you know, is validation for your efforts and so on.
Yeah.
And of course, the prize money and all that is important because, you know, these days the economic situation is so, it's not the best.
Yeah.
So everybody looking to put the best foot forward, and in Extempo and in the Calypso Monarch, and you know, achieve something historic and something that, you know, is very pleasing, you know, on your resume. You know, and I'm glad to be a part of it. You know, I didn't have to go through all the process of qualifying and all that. I was sitting and looking at them, enjoying the last few weeks of my reign, quote unquote. Because as I said, them boys come in for me, and they come in strong, they come in hard, and they are very formidable. So it will be a great show.
Mr. Sage, what do you think about the status of Extempo in Trinidad and Tobago at this time? Do you think it's an art form that is alive and well, or do you think it is dying?
No, it is alive and well because it is an art that has been handed down from generations, from Executor, from Roaring Lion, from Attila the Hun, from these people it came down. And then we had fellas like the Superior Twins, we had Relator and Short Pants, we then Gypsy now come on ruling over everything. And then we have other singers, or young and upcoming singers, who has beaten Gypsy in competition already. You know, so it is a fluid situation, and you find people are intimidated by it because for Extempo you have to read, you have to be informed. You can look at the news and so on, but reading is important because it gives you that currency, that affiliation with the word, the written word, the power of the word, as Resistance used to say, God bless his soul. You know, and that is Extempo. The word, you know, words. You have to deal with words, you have to deal with lyrics, you have to deal with thinking on your feet, you have to deal with treating with a topic spontaneously, without writing or preparing or anything like that. Just get the topic in your hand and you have to look at it and sing on it. And that is a test of your intelligence, of your wit, of your skill, and of your ability.
Well, to bolster this for us, we have joining us via Zoom right now the TUCO Public Relations Officer, Mr. Rondell Donowa. I think he's on the line. Hello, good morning, Rondell. How are you?
Yes, hi, good morning. I'm good. I'm good.
It's good to have you joining us. I'm here with Mr. Black Sage, and we're so glad that you can weigh in on the conversation as we're getting ready for tonight. How are your preparations going?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah?
The preparations, it's going well. Of course, it's a lot that is happening. Tonight, as Black Sage will have indicated, it's the Kaiserama, that is the National Extempo and Freestyle Monarch competition, where we have, of course, Black Sage being the reigning Extempo champion, as well as Pretty being the reigning freestyle champion. And it's being held in Napa, so it's obviously an event that we are definitely looking forward to, and you know, may the best man win, really.
Yeah, it's also a stiff competition as well, as we were just discussing, a lot of talent coming out. So for people who are interested in tonight's competition, how can they be a part of this?
All right, so of course, for persons who are interested in tonight's competition, tickets are available at islandetickets.com, TUCO offices, as well as Crosby St. James, and of course at the venue as well. It's $250. The show starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Yeah. Right, so come out and hear, you know, your favorite Extempo acts. Of course, you have Brian London, who is in the final. Lingo, second star, who was there for the first time. Calypso Night, which is Myron B. Gypsy, Pretty. So, and then of course in the freestyle final, we have Myron B again, we have Juby, we have Snakey, we have Romano Ragunath, we have Fireball, so it's really going to be a great show. Of course, that is just Kaiserama, and we also had other competitions like Calypso Fiesta going straight into the March Gras as well, which is Sunday, which is Carnival Sunday, where the best of the 11 will compete against Helen Francis for the title. That's the National Calypso Monarch.
All right. So, we're looking forward to all those events coming up from TUCO. I know it's been a really a bumper season, and it's a short season as well. Just a reminder of what's coming up immediately next after tonight.
Right, so next after tonight, of course, we have the National Calypso Monarch final. That's the March Gras, right? As I indicated, that's Carnival Sunday. Of course, we have 12 finalists at the National Calypso final who will be competing for $1 million TT cash. And that will be at the Grandstand Queen's Park Savannah. So that is really a competition that we look forward to in the Carnival calendar every year. I know yesterday we also had the National Junior Calypso Monarch competition where young Janaea Clark won the title from San Fernando. That 16 young persons would have already competed in fine style at the Queen's Park Savannah. So culminating to the end of our events after the Kaiserama, of course, as I said, the March Gras National Calypso Monarch competition, and then we have, of course, the Road March, on Monday and Tuesday, and that results will be announced on Wednesday, and that closes the timeline of the Carnival celebrations in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rondell, for joining us. Have a safe and great carnival, and good luck in everything that's coming up as well for TUCO.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Have a great morning. Well, thank you for being here as well with us. We wish you all the best for tonight. We just asked, what's your pre-show ritual like? How do you get in the zone for this?
That's exactly what you get into your Zen space, is what they call it. You don't want too much conversation and talk, and you go in a little quiet corner and you relax your spirit and get ready, take a little deep breath and so on. And you empty your mind. You don't go with no preconceived thing. I want to get a topic. You empty your mind completely, because they say the mind is more subconscious than conscious. And as you get your topic now, that will throw up impressions and vibes and views and
so here's
lines
what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge you to think of a topic right now, and you get to close the show.
No, I don't have to think about it. You have to give me the topic.
No, how about
you? I can sing anything, if you want. In Extempo, there's freestyle as well, okay? So
I agree. I think you should sing about the morning show today, about everything you've seen here this morning, the fact that you want to come back and share with us after tonight. And that's how we close the show today on Trinidad and Tobago Today. We get to close with some Extempo, a little freestyle. Mr. Ryan sing.
I am always very happy when I am invited to TTT. But I come here and I feel so strange. I look at how the staff and the ambience change. But you really don't have to ask, because it is a wonderful task. I know that some of the people gone, but as we say in showbiz, the show must go on. We want you to come by Napa tonight. It will be a great Extempo fight. Come down there and I'm very sure you're going to see a good Extempo war. Mocking pretenders, even Gypsy, all of them coming out. They want to beat me, and the best man, I will have you know, the best man will be champion of Extempo. In my last verse, I will be frank. I have to tell my TT people thanks. I have to declare, I want to thank you all for having me here. It's a pleasure, I will have you know, every time to come here and advertise Extempo. You love how I sing and no complain. I will come and sing for you again.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you again and again. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Pan Elders Steel Orchestra is the 2026 Panorama Medium Conventional Band Champion. Playing in position number 6, the Steel Band performed the Burning Flames classic Magician, I Command You, scoring 289 points to take first place. Placing second was Court Sound Specialist of Laventil with 284 points for their arrangement of Soft Man. Panbury Steel Orchestra came third with 278 points for The Fog. 10 medium steel bands took part in Monday's final, dubbed Legacy Monday. It was held at the Queen's Park Savannah instead of the parade grounds in Bacolod, Tobago, due to challenges on the Sea Bridge. In more entertainment news, at just 11 years old, Janiyah Clark has taken the crown as the 2026 National Junior Calypso Monarch. The talented secondary school student wowed the judges and audience alike, outshining 15 other contestants to claim the top prize. Drama, lyrical content, topical issues, high energy, and delivery worthy of the Queen's Park Savannah stage were on display from the 16 finalists in the National Junior Calypso Monarch 2026 competition on Monday. But, of course, there had to be one winner to capture the coveted prize.
behavior does make you shock, make you hold your head and say what's really going on with youths in this country. But I see in some leaders and some of the elders and the behavior they display and the way they getting on, I don't have to question why youths behaving so today. So where are our leaders today to be an example for we young people? Where are our leaders today when the young ones looking for a role model?
2026 National Junior Calypso Monarch Janaya Clark said she has been performing for a few years already.
In London wrote this song, and the song is about role models and what we need to have in this country, like parents, police officers, and youths. I started off in 12 and under at 7.
The performances on Monday highlighted the strong abilities of the country's next generation of calypso artists. In other news now, managing back pay obligations involves a range of political, economic, and civic considerations. Professor Roger Hossain said it is the role of economists to identify gaps and advise the executive on how best to close these to support continued economic development. He said this represents a breathing space of economic opportunity on which future prospects, particularly in the non-energy sector, can be built. The professor added that a host of factors are currently working to make the economic outlook positive.
And those are really good numbers. We don't often see those kind of numbers in Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, you have to go back many, many years. And so it's a good outlook in terms of 2027 and 2028. Based on energy, it's based mainly on the energy sector.
He said the emergence of these factors could help restore hope for young people, motivating them to stay in Trinidad and Tobago and creating an environment more conducive to increased investment. In sport now, the Trinidad and Tobago Under-17 men's national football team secured back-to-back victories in the CONCACAF Under-17 men's World Cup qualifiers with a commanding 8-0 win over St. Martin at the Hazy Crawford Stadium on Monday. TNT started strongly, taking an early 1-0 lead through Jamaica Watkins before Christian Pitt doubled the advantage to send the hosts into the break up 2-0. In the second half, Donovan Drayton and Adasa Richardson added their names to the scoresheet, followed by goals from substitute Finn De Freitas and Jeremiah Nanton. Kanye Glasgow then sealed the result with a late brace, completing a dominant 8-0 victory for TNT. The win lifts TNT to second place in Group A and will now face Mexico in their final group match on Thursday, again at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Have a great day.
This is TTT. Live for local. Carrie's Kitchen, powered by Food Hall. Grocery made greater. Ibis, a tradition of excellence. Caribbean flavors. In the heart of every kitchen. Lotus, the confidence to create. Correga Garden Supplies. Good and natural. Indie, spice up your life. Distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Champion, always a winner. Distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Lion, the power behind our great taste traditions. Excellent Stores Limited. Live, create, do.
Breakfast is the most important meal for the day. And on most breakfast places, one thing you'll find for sure is eggs. I'm at the Tunapuna market where I'm going to get some fresh eggs from Mr. Suku. So I want to just get a half crate today. Thank you very much. Now that I have my eggs, it's time to go to the kitchen and get breakfast going. I'm so excited to have you join me in the kitchen. For each